I'm Amy Shrader with Remax Real Estate 10. Today I want to answer some questions that I have gotten recently off of social media. People have sent these to me, so I'm just going to answer them on here. And if you have a specific question you would like to ask me, feel free to send it in a DM and I'll get back with you on it. The first question is, what inspired you to become a real estate agent and how did you get started in this industry? So I actually got started doing mortgages back in 2001. I was a mortgage loan originator for a subprime mortgage company. I did that for several years. Decided after probably close to 10 years in the industry to get out of that, and I went into the title business. I worked at a title company for about 2.5, 3 years, and that particular title company ended up shutting its doors, and it just seemed like the next logical step was to go into real estate. So I have been in the industry for over 20 years. I have been actually selling real estate for about 11 and a half years now. I wish I'd have started sooner because I absolutely love it. I think having the experience in the mortgage and title business prepared me for becoming a realtor. All right, next question is, why did you choose to specialize in lake homes and lot? When I first started selling real estate back in 2012, we were still dealing with the aftermath of 2008 real estate crash. You couldn't give away lake property. Lake homes that did get put on the market, they were going to be on there for at least a year, if not more. The price on those came way down after real estate popped. And nobody was buying lake lots. You couldn't give those away either. I'm looking for a niche that nobody is working at that time. Just like life, everything comes and goes in a season. So I knew that while lake properties were down at that point, sometime in the future they were bound to come back up. So I just decided to start working that particular niche. And I would send postcards out to people who own lots in these lake subdivisions, trying to get them to sell. A lot of them wanted to sell. That just helped me to start getting listings. And then once you're associated with some of these subdivisions, because you have so many listings in them, then the homeowners start taking notice of that. And so it kind of picked up so that once the lake market did return in 2019 and 2020, I was really set up for success in that particular niche because I had been marketing in it for so long. I just decided to do that mainly because there was nobody else trying to grab that market at that particular time. All right, last question for now. It says, what sets you apart from other real estate agents in the Morristown, Tennessee area? I don't know what other agents are necessarily like, but this is what I can tell you that I feel like I'm different. I work hard for my client. And when I take on a listing, I tell the seller, I'm your designated agent. I'm looking out for you and your best interest in this transaction. So part of my job is to show that particular home to any potential buyers who are qualified and call me and want to see it. But if that particular buyer wants to put an offer in on that house, I'm probably not going to write that offer for them. I'm going to pass that off to someone else in my office to write the offer for them so that they have their own representation, because I can't represent the interest of a buyer and the interest of my seller at the same time. Now, there's tons of agents out here that will do that. They'll say, well, I'm defaulting to a facilitator and I'm just pushing the paperwork back and forth for everybody. I don't feel like that's fair to my seller. If a seller has interviewed agents, they've sought me out, they've hired me to list their home because they respect me and they like to listen to my advice, I don't feel like it's fair to them to just say, oh, well, I'm not going to represent you in this anymore. We're going to double in this deal. I just don't think that's fair. So I don't do that in my business. Now, if it's a lot, a vacant lot somebody's going to build on, yeah, I'll probably do both sides of a deal, just mainly because it's a lot different buying a lot than it is a house. And I've had buyers who've gotten upset with me because I won't write the offer for them on my own listing, but that's just not what I want to do. So I do feel like that distinguishes me from most agents who are real happy to get both sides of the commission and write an offer on their own listing. So if you're looking for someone who is going to look out for you all the time, be sure to call me. I'd love to help you get your home sold. I'm Amy Shrader with Remax Real Estate 10.